Hi, this is Julian from the Binary Lab, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you about price action. So first of all, you probably noticed that this paper here is kind of crumpled, and the reason for that is because this is actually printer jam paper. So you can just grab any scrap paper, you need a pencil and an eraser over here. So let's save the earth, let's reuse some paper. It could be something printed on the other side. These were actually like some exercise for children. So just reusing that because it wouldn't go back to the printer. Okay, now let's go into a topic. We're going to talk about like price action. Okay, price action. This exercise that we're doing right here is to help you to better understand the price action. So in order to better understand the price action, let's see what we can make up of it with our minds. And first of all, we can do this together, and you can do this even as we're doing this video as well. So if you would like to pause this video to grab yourself some scrap paper, a pencil or a pen, and an eraser, go ahead and do so, and then come back to this video. The purpose of this video is that if you can learn and feel the price action better, then you'll be able to make better decisions. And at the same time, I do not expect everyone to be correct right now. However, if you do this exercise at this point of time, and you find that, to begin with, let's draw an idea of what a candlestick looks like. Probably has a body and a wick on both sides. You might want to draw different kinds of candlesticks. This could be a short body with a long wick, and this would be like a reversal pattern. What typically happens after a reversal? Or maybe at that point, is it possible that reversal could go on for a period of time based on experiences? Well, it's possible. Sometimes there could be additional short candles. There may be a fake bullish candle, and for the benefit of my own memory, for a bullish candle, I may just shade it. And maybe there could be an inverse doji as well. And then there could be other ones. And just think of situations that come to mind as you're doing this activity. Do not prejudge yourself. Do not try to be correct, because at any time, you're always able to open up your computer or go to a different window on your computer and check how the charts are actually looking like. So in the meantime, just draw as you see fit. And then some of you may feel that in terms of your price action, maybe you may want to draw something along the lines of what would be a bullish price action. And in this case, we just did a candlestick drawing, so this is all candlestick. Now let's start doing line graphs. Maybe some of you may feel natural to draw like some axes on the chart, where one of it is time and one of it is price. You start to draw a squiggly line. Maybe we can do some kind of a breakout. Maybe think of a recent time where maybe the US dollar index had been going up and up and up over the weeks, and then did it rest for a while? Did it rest for a short time or a long time? Did it make some attempts to come back down? Or was it going up all the way? Did it come down a lot? Was there Fibonacci involved? Was there? Did it hit certain levels before rebounding? And did it stay at certain levels? Or did it just keep going all the way? And after it did, was there any news? Remember, this is time. Was there any news? Was there FOMC? Was there Bank of England? Some kind of event? Was there a technical event? And at those times, let's say this is the XY, did it also influence another chart at the same time? Maybe at the same moment of time, you're also thinking and noticing that, hey, if my memory is correct, the USD JPY also did a similar movement at those periods of time. or were there deviations between this chart and this chart? Think about it. So again, it's not about being correct, but it's actually more about like seeing how much you understand in your mind. Because before we can trade the markets, we need to feel the markets. And are we feeling it the correct way? If we are, great. If not, let's check back to the market and come back again. You're more than welcome to try this exercise several times. At the same time, when you're doing this chart, you may feel that it's appropriate to put in some indicators. What are some of your favorite indicators? Could it be the Bollinger Bands? And how will they react with regards to such price actions? Could it be possible that the band would start very close to the line because previously the price action was flat? And during this ascension, it was stretching the upper band. And then there were times where this peak broke away from the upper band. Not forgetting that the Bollinger Band is really based on a 20 EMA. So there could be a certain line that's running through all this graph. And were there times where it's on the middle line and were there times where it's on the upper line? So again, this graph, at certain points of time you're thinking that, hey, that can't be right. Maybe you might need to erase and check back with the charts. And were there points of time when the line was slow to respond and the price action had probably dropped a long distance from the line? Could that be possible? Or did it go ahead of the line at certain periods of time and then come back up? So this is also to test your understanding of the Bollinger Band. And at this point in time, I could well be wrong on some of the things. And you could be correct, which is fine either way. Let's also try to draw the bottom of this band. Were there points of time where the middle line, where the price action actually hit the bottom line? And then at a certain point, you may feel that, hey, I'm stuck. I need to look at the charts again. I need to update my ideas about a certain indicator. And then at the same time, maybe you can think of a second favorite indicator that you love to use. Do you have a correct understanding of that indicator? For some of you, that could be certain things like the parabolic SAR. The parabolic SAR, or it's called the P-SAR. Maybe you can also, draw on the charts in a certain place where you feel that this indicator typically sits where the titles fit. This could very well be TradingView. This could very well be IQ option. This could be pocket option. This could be a different platform. This could be, this could even be MetaTrader 4. And depending on which one, your platform you're on, maybe the indicator window could be over here. Just try and recreate as much of it in your mind as possible. And that would give you a better enforcement. So we've done a lot of different foundations, and the PSAR typically it would have a series of dots perhaps beneath certain price actions, and at certain points of time the dots go from one side to from the bottom to on the top. And at what points of time do that happen? Maybe not here, maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's only on the way down over here that the dots appear on the top. So let's draw that out and see if you have the correct idea. Now, at this point of time, I think I want to take your attention over to, let's say, what if we were doing 1 minute trading? By the way, if you find that this video is helpful to you, please like and subscribe and share this content. Leave me some meaningful comments. I hope this helps. I just had a mind today to do this video, and I hope it helps you. Now let's look at our 1 minute trading. We could think of certain kinds of trading patterns. What is your favorite, most confident trading method? Would it be a reversal? Would it be a reversal during a price channel? And based on your memories of a price channel, what would be the best times to buy? Would the best times to buy be at the absolute tops and bottoms? Would that be the case? Also think of the times that you have been wrong as well. Did you go in too early, such as here? Or did you go in way too late and miss the entire moment because you have been doubting this whole time that perhaps, this was going to happen and not this? Was there a wrong understanding somewhere? So let these memories come to mind and try to recreate the same scenarios that you won or you screwed up. Have an idea. It's like, maybe it could be my favorite winning. I know I suck at writing. Setup. At the same time, also feel welcome to draw another one. My dreaded losing setup. And some of you may remember more vividly a losing setup than a winning one, and that's perfectly fine. Whichever one is more vivid to you, you can start with that one first. And the reason why we're doing this is so that we can enforce your memory. Because when you have, the memory works in a very interesting way. Have you ever come across a situation where perhaps you were in a room, you were in your friend's house? I know drawing sucks. There was you. Yeah, my drawing really sucks. I'm not even sure what is it supposed to be, a jacket or something, or okay, anyway, it's a stick man. Let's say that's you. And that day, there was also your friend, maybe on a sofa. So that's your friend on the sofa. And maybe you're holding a drink. Maybe there was a TV over there. And at the time, there was also like his favorite cat. So at that point of time, you're having this conversation. There was something really significant that day that was being said. And years later, you recount this incident. Have you ever come across a time when, you start to think about it again? You thought that you said that piece of thing, but as a matter of fact, it could have been him. And then you later remember that, hey, that day the cat ran out of the house. So although the cat's usually at his house, but that day the cat ran out. So is my memory correct or is it wrong? What I'm trying to have you to understand here is that our memory is not always correct. The times that we could be, remember, our memory is based on, if we break out the word remember, it's actually remember. So we're actually piecing together information, and when we piece together this information, it could be pieced together in a different way. Likewise, for the trading setups, by having this idea of what's going on, do you think you'll be able to spot it much more easily when you go into the markets the next time? And that's exactly what I want to help you to do right here through all these exercises. Okay? So let's look into your favorite winning setups. Some of you like to do a breakout, and you may find that it's easier to draw like a price line first. And suddenly it breaks out. Okay? And at a certain point, after you draw a price line, maybe you find it easy to draw candles. How many candles did it take to break out? How many long candles? Now, ask yourself, what time of day was this at? Was this at the London Open? Was it at the US Open? At the same time, when you think of the times that you failed in your trading, all right, maybe it could have been that you thought the price after going so high was going to reverse, but all it ever did was just keep going up and keep going up and keep going up and keep going up and keep going up, way beyond the paper. Ever come across those kind of times? What news was on? Was there an event? Was that on non-farm payrolls that you forgot? Was there some kind of a member speech that you ignored? What time was that it happened? Go back in the training view, go back on your charts and see if you were correct. Or were there things that are missing that your mind is simply trying to piece together? And what we're really doing here is to help your mind to piece together things. And let's think of a different trading scenario. How many of you ever been caught with like bullish candle? So bullish, we shade it, right? So a bearish candle and bullish candle and bearish candle, and maybe shorter bullish candle, and then we have another doji, and maybe we have even strong bullish candle. We have what they call a bull trap, which is a bullish candle out there, and suddenly one that goes way past it, a bearish candle. And think about again, what time of the day does that happen? How would you have better traded the scenario? Would you have better staying out? So in this exercise, I really want you to take it as a time to see how much you know about the charts. And are there certain areas of the price action that you feel that you're unclear to reproduce in these graphs? For me, maybe I want to re-examine how the Bollinger Bands work in the actual charts so that I can draw it even without looking at it. For some of you, maybe you have totally wrong understanding of parabolic SAR. Some of you may have different understanding of guppy lines. Some of you may have different understanding of perhaps, like beneath the chart that we're trading, some of you like to use the MACD and the two lines and how that works. And there are all these upper lines below. And do you have you had repeated incidences? Perhaps maybe some of you have been looking at some kind of a divergence indicator, and perhaps there were higher lows when the market was going down. And were there times that you were fooled by the situations on the market and made a bad decision? So let's first try to reproduce this on paper and check the charts, and then this way, when you're having lunch the next time, when you're having a spare moment, look at those charts. Maybe if the conditions are bad, just observe for a while and then reinforce the different aspects that you have been looking into, you've been drawing on this exercise. And I hope this helps your trading to trade better, more profitably, more disciplined. And I encourage you to leave your thoughts and comments down beneath this video and share this content if it helped you.